Welcome to CP101, and this is a new model kit we're going to be starting. And as you saw by the beginning, it's going to be a tribute to Sean Connery. As most of you are aware, he passed away recently, and yeah, it's a real shame. I really enjoyed all of his movies. Thought he was a fantastic actor, and can't think of any movie that he starred in that I didn't like. Just a super actor. And I was sad to hear he passed away. And of course, 007, I mean, man, those are just iconic stuff right there. Those movies got me hooked on all kinds of spy stuff like Get Smart and Man from U.N.C.L.E. and Mission Impossible and all those cool shows. And I had a bunch of spy toys as a kid. I had a camera that can turn into a gun and a working camera. If I remember right, the camera, you can actually take pictures with it. Had film, and it was like a 110 film or 126 film? Been so long I don't remember, but it was a working camera that you can change into a gun, and had a briefcase that would shoot bullets out of it, and all kinds of cool spy toys back then. But anyway, I wanted to do this tribute to Sean Connery, as I said, super actor. So we're going to start with the very first Bond film. That was Dr. No. And in that film, he drove a Sunbeam Alpine, a Lake Blue, I believe it was called, Alpine. So we're going to try to replicate that. Before we get started on this, I want to say real quick, the JFK kit, I'm going to say we're going to bump that down a little bit because there's a bunch of dollhouse stuff that I want to get for it to kind of cozy up the scene a little bit, and I don't have the money right now. So I'm going to save up my pennies, start ordering that stuff for the JFK kit, and then once I get all of it gathered up, then we'll start on restoring the JFK kit, because I want to do a good job on that one, because he was a fantastic president, and I want to do a really good job with that. So anyway, back to the Sunbeam. As I said, he drove a little Alpine in the very first film, and we're going to try to replicate that. It was a 62 Alpine. They don't make a 62 Alpine model kit, so we're going to use this AMT Sunbeam Tiger kit, which is actually the Get Smart kit. This car here is a 66, I think, is what they used on Get Smart. Unfortunately, there's not much of a difference between a 62 and a 66. The only thing we're going to have to modify on this car, obviously, because it's a Tiger, and we have to build an Alpine, we need a 4-cylinder. This kit only comes with a small block V8, a Ford V8. So, we need a 4-cylinder. I talked to Sean over at the Skull Motor Car Guy channel, because I know he does a lot of imports, and he plans on casting a lot of 4-cylinder engines. I believe he wants to build himself some Alpines as well. So he said when he casts himself 4-cylinder, he'll cast me one and send it my way, which is really nice of him. But I told him okay, but after I talked to him, then I realized, or I remembered, I didn't realize, I remembered I had a 4-cylinder. Out of a Datsun kit. This was in my junk box, well, in one of the junk boxes I got in one of the model car auctions that my brother won. One of the boxes was just full of junk parts, and in there is this 4-cylinder, which is out of a Datsun. The reason why I know is because I just built the pickup, and that's what this is out of, the Datsun pickup. So I'm going to go ahead and use this 4-cylinder, because who cares if it's a Datsun or not, it's a 4-cylinder. That's all that matters. And I think I have everything to build it. I went through the box, and I think I gathered up all the parts that I could remember. I think I'm missing the distributor, though. I have to look at the pickup truck, but I can probably come up with that. But I think I have everything else. So we'll be using this Datsun 4-cylinder in place of the V8. So that's one of the changes we have to make. The next change we have to make, is the back end. As you can see at the back end here, the tail lights are vertical. the 62 Alpine they're extended on the upper half of the quarter to where it looks like the car has a fin. So we need to modify this back end to get it looking like a 62. And then we have to get rid of this molding here, which would be really easy to do on this kit because the molding is barely on there. And then we have to come up with some Alpine fender emblems. But other than that, the car is pretty much the same. So, and then I think I can modify this back end. I think it's been a while since I've done that kind of stuff, but I think I can do it. And then we have to come up with some mounts and stuff for the 4-cylinder, get it to sit between the cross members. So, other than that, as I said, I think we can pretty much build this box stock. If you're not familiar with the kit, this kit, as I said, is actually the Get Smart kit. And even though I don't think they mention it on the box lid, I don't see it. It still has on the trees, I think it still has the Get Smart parts on it. The machine gun for the hood and the doors for the hood, for the machine gun to pop out. I think it still gives you all of the Get Smart kit parts in the kit, still on the trees. So I guess if you wanted to build this as Get Smart's car, you could, because all the parts are still in it. And then if you're a long-time viewer of my channel, you know that I started to build the Get Smart car a long time ago and never finished it. So I need to actually get that off the shelf and finish it up. But this kit we're going to get finished up. This one ain't going to be a shelf queen. We're going to get this one finished up, and then next year I hope to get the Get Smart car finished up. Get that done. The blue, we'll have to come up with our own blue. I don't think I have anything in a rattle can, that shade of blue. If you're not familiar with the car, it's kind of like I wouldn't say medium blue. I think it's a little lighter than a medium blue. I might, come to think of it, I might have a blue that might be close. It's a Duplicolor paint. It's actually a Honda color, I believe. That might be somewhat close. I'll have to look. But if not, we'll have to mix our own blue up, and we'll use screen captures and try to get it close to the car. What else? Yeah, that's about it. So wish me luck. Hopefully we can get this body modified to look like a 62, and I think it'll be fun to try to replicate James Bond, his first car. Alright guys, take care. We will see you in our first update on the Sunbeam Alpine.